How's it going, everyone? Nathan. This is MRE, and today we have a very special ration. This particular one is from a good friend over at Morningwood. He sent this over to us to review. This is a mini number 9 rice and chicken Mexican style. Now, if you don't know Morningwood's channel, I'll put a link in the description, as always. And I was just looking, I never actually did this menu. And I'm looking on these, if they have a date. I think we have to open this one up to be able to see on the inside. So these are the cold weather, the mild cold weather. This is a freeze-dried Maine. We're just going to slice it up on the back here so we can date it. And I'm going to cut her a little bit too shallow. And these things never disappoint. Right off the bat, we have apple cinnamon flavored first strike bar. This is actually the big bar. And this is a 8124. I'm guessing 2018 and not 2008. Yep, because 2008 would have a different package. So here we have a cranberries slice, not osmotic. Here we have a cornbread TFF. Okay. Here's our Maine, our Mountain House Maine, Mexican rice, Mexican style rice and chicken. Should be awesome. Our standard issue MRE spoon. We have a drink here. There's a lot of powder now. Holy. Beverage powder orange. This is in the bag that you can mix on the go. And we have our accessory pack here. Our TP. Our gum. The gum looks nice and fresh. Yeah, so we had this Bill's Brew, and a lot of guys don't like this. Tastes like coffee to me. I mean, I'm not a fan or a naysayer of it. Coffee creamer, non-dairy. Hot sauce, that's going to go good with that. Moist towelette. Sugar. And we have a little bit different style matches when we used to see. And usually these come, what, white pack or green pack. And this is like a light tan color. And it says on the front of these matches are designed especially for damp climates. They will not light when wet or after a long exposure several weeks to very damp air. Alright, let's get her opened up. Alright, so let's start off first of all. We'll get everything opened up here that doesn't need to heat it up. The water's still heating up, is why we're doing that. Look at the size of that. The actual full-size first strike bar. Got some rice in there, puffed rice, all kinds of good stuff. We have, this is kind of a rarity. I've had this a couple times before, but it's not very common. The cornbread. Look at that. Man, it smells delicious too. It smells almost like popcorn. Very, very nice. Next up is our cranberries. Look nice and fresh. Not dark and weird, nice and fresh. That's the way we like it. I'll go back to the Maine here in 1 second. Our beverage base powder. Let's go ahead and cut that along top so it's nice and clean. There we are. It feels like there's just a large amount of powder in this bag. Guess not. Guess normal. It's been a while since I've done one of these milk cold weathers. I thought I did them all. And when he sent this over, I was like, oh man, I think I even did that one, but I did not. I think we stopped just about perfect. Gonna seal her up, fold her over, give her a little shake. Let it sit off to the side there for a second. Let's go ahead and cut this guy open. A lot of vacuum on it, which is good. The only time these beans ever go bad if they're punctured. Look at that. So it has beans, all kinds of stuff in it. Smells good. The water is boiling, so let's grab it real quick. Okay, so these are what? 16 ounces of water. Let's just go ahead and read it just to make sure. Yeah, 16 ounces. So we're going to mix it accordingly. In these freeze-dried meals, if you let it set, you usually have to add a little more to it. So let's just go in here. Let's move a couple things out of the way here so we don't have a little accident. Let's get some in there. Let's use our regular spoon to stir this because it's actually a little bit longer here than the foreign MRE spork. Yeah, we're not near there yet. It's still nice and crunchy. Alright, so I only have marks here. I actually used, well, maybe it's not quite a liter. So about 16 ounces, maybe a little bit less. It's about where I think it needs to be. So let's go ahead and close it up. We're going to fold it up just like so. We're back. We're going to give it about 15 minutes, and then we'll do the coffee. Okay, so it's been about 12 minutes. It's getting close. It's getting close. But it's not quite there. Let's stir it up real good one more time. It's slightly on the thin side. Slightly. But I'm telling you, after it sits for a little bit, it's going to suck that water right up. Alright, let's set that off to the side just for the time being. We're going to go ahead and do a couple things here. Let's do our coffee in our foreignmre.com mug. Okay. There's all that. There's some nice little freeze-dried coffee. Better yet, let's go and put that back over here because it's time to do the orange drink. Shake her up, pour it out. There we go. And it's got the typical floaties in it. I mean, a lot of these actually do. Not really much you could do about it. It's kind of the way they mix up. This one's not too bad. Yeah, man, it's very nice. Very nice orange. Like orange Gatorade or even Tang, as you will. So let's move right along here. We can't forget about our hot sauce. Let's go ahead and mix this one more time. I think we're ready to put some out on the tray. See what we have going on here. I mean, this is slightly thin. Maybe we'll get a bowl to put that in. Let's do that. Alright, so there's that. It's still pretty dang hot. See, that's, to me, that's about perfect. There's a lot in there too, man. Holy cow. That's only about half of it, a whole bowl full of it. We're just going to fold this back over. Definitely won't let that go to waste. Let's go ahead and taste this once here. And it looks really good. So we got some peppers in it, some beans, or some rice, and the chunks of chicken. Let's go ahead and just take a little taster and see if it's even close to being done. It's actually reconstituted very nicely. Even the rice is all good. The rice is broken up pretty small. That's probably a good thing. Has ever so slightly spiciness to it, but it's still very mild. we're going to, for sure, blast some hot sauce in this. And it's not really Tabasco. It almost looks like maybe like a Frank's kind of situation here with the hot sauce. And let's try some of that. Let's get a big shovel of it. Straight out. The hot sauce has a nice little kick to it. There's actually a black olive in it. That's the way to go with the sauce on it, man. That's really, really nice. Alright. The real showstopper here is going to be the cornbread. And look at that. Look how it's nice and moist. It's not dry at all. Well, it doesn't feel dry. It's some of the best cornbread I've had. I mean, it has such a bold corn taste to it, but it's not weird, right? That's actually really nice. All right. The cranberries are nice and red. They're not all dark and weird. They've actually changed the recipe on these. I've not had ones that tasted like this before. It tastes a lot more fresh. It does. It's not like a packaged raisin or cranberry. Semi-sweet, very, very nice. The first strike bar, you know this is going to be good. Nice and sticky, but yet crunchy. The Bill's Brew is very mild. It's not real potent, not real bitter. Very mild coffee. Man, what an awesome meal. I cannot thank Morningwood good enough for this meal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Guys, don't forget, go subscribe to Morningwood. Put the link in the description, or a link in the be the pin to the first comment, more like it. We'll be back very soon. We have all kinds of stuff to get through, including some stuff from Italy. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.